Hello family. Hello guys. This is the video that I promised that I was to get you guys and why I have been bearish on DXY and bullish on EU and Gbpusd. So here we are. Let's dive into some insight here. So the chart you're looking at is DXY 1 month. Look at it closely. I want to start highlighting a few things here. So price was look back here. We had price dropped, retraced back, dropped again, retraced back, dropped again, retraced back. Then now in my current price, what I was actually watching is this price here. So when I'm sharing those charts, I have my higher time frame at fingertips. That's why you saw the other day I was not when people are seriously trying to talk about selling, I was not ready for that. So this is what I was looking at. If you can take your fib, run it from up here all the way down here. What do you see? Something, right? Yeah, should see something there. We had a drop and then price retraced higher to what is this? This is 50%, above 50%. That is on a premium zone. And remember, we all the time we want to sell on premium and buy on discount. So when I saw this rejection from there, that was very important for me because we are above the 0.5, meaning we are on the premium, and we have what touched Achille and rejected that. So allow me zoom in here because that is all about the other side of the chart. Now before we go further, I still believe that if I want to go higher, I need to come below 0.5. So in other words, I'm looking for more sales on DXY, maybe probably to these levels here, because there are levels that are below the 0.5 the mid-range. So that should be what I'm working on or looking into on the forthcoming weeks. Lower dollar, EUGU, higher prices. Now if you let me remove this. Now that's done install. Now this is the charts we have at hand. Beautiful. So again, look at this. What do you see at the moment? We have a key level, FVG. Not only that, but we have this up close candle that was trading into the FVG and rejected. That is a CISD, a very clean one. CISD. Yep. Yes. So we have, remember what we said, another block and FVG. That's our probability combination. So again, before even we go further, if you look at this chart again cleanly, you can see if you run your fib from here again up to this low here, what are you seeing? Still price is in our G spot. See the zone between 62 and 70.5 and even to the 0.9 level. See that? So we already have more confluence on why I wanted this price to move lower. And again, before I remove this fib, remember all the time I've been showing you that 50% of an order block is a zone that you should take care of. You should be considering that when you're anticipating reversal. So you see the lower chord of this order block was also respected. Price never pumped higher. And remember, this is a 1 month chart we are looking at. So at a higher time frame, you can see that there was reasons for me not to think of higher pricing in dollars. So, and before I go far, somebody asked me, what do I do with the news? In fact, I don't know what Powell says. I don't know what CPI does. My work is to know that in such a day there will be news, and I avoid trading before the news. I will always look into the charts after the news have played out. So I'm not much into fundamentals, so mark is technicals, and once I know we have news, I will avoid that session and look into the charts there later. So this is what we had. Very clean. You've seen from this fair value gap, OTE. From this fair value gap, we have an OTE here again, and then price rejected down. Now I want to remove this, and again open your eyes closer. If you watched my video on how to determine bias using a ranging market, watch closely. You see that high there? And this low here. So before price dropped last week to this zone, this was what was in my mind. So we have a range high, let's call it LH. Then we have a range, this is a range high, top left. This is a range low, you can check that. Yeah, so you see, consolidation, accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. A monthly friendly super clean power of 3. I hopefully you saw that. Like, this was that was super easy for anyone who has been following closely what we've been doing so far up to the level that we are today. So the opposite of this happened in EU and GU, and we'll get into that shortly. So this is a monthly chart, okay, for DXY. So you've seen we had a range high which was manipulated into a key level order block and a CB there. Then price rejected that. So that is very, very important for now. So that is it. Before all this was printing, I was here trying to wait to see that price was to go into these key levels, FVG order block, old high, and then to target now the lower side of this FVG. So you see, I'm still lower on dollar until maybe these levels or some zones here, at least below the 50% of the range that I drew earlier. You can rewind and watch that. So this is a monthly chart. We move lower to a weekly chart. Very nice. I will leave those areas like that annotated. So we still have our range low and the range high in place. Then our key zones that are up there, I think that is okay. Now, in the weekly chart, but now things are getting even better. If you look at the weekly chart, what do you see? Same thing from higher time frame brought down, right? Okay, now we had price going high to fill the imbalance, get the OB, and then drop lower. And again, what is the most important part of this section is here. When price was moving higher to clear this liquidity and then dropped below this, what is this? This is a swing low. So we have a change in state of delivery happening when we had this massive fall there. You see that? Now, maybe some of you will be like, why is price then not coming all the way? Because this is a breaker up. Then we can now continue selling. I want you to look closer. If you've been following ICT closely, look closer and you'll see something. Hopefully you saw that. So we had this imbalance there. You see that? But I don't want to use this one, which was the old one. I want to look at the new one here. What is that? This is a bullish FVG, this one here. Let's adjust that clearly. Yeah, this is a bullish FVG. What is this? A bearish FVG. When two FVGs overlap, what is that? Balanced price range. Man, come on. You see how things are adding up? You can't do guesswork and stay long. You can be lucky a few days, but by the end of the day, you'll be hurt. So it's good to have facts on why price is behaving in a manner that it is behaving. So we have a rejection. So we took out this short-term high here, but this is a weekly chart. That one, and then price rejected from BPR, BR, that's a balanced price range. Are you together, guys? So I can now take off this now that you know what is happening to make my chart a bit cleaner. Look at that. A ranging market. Price takes out the range high to a key level, weekly, monthly, then dropped lower. Market structure shift there. Below it, we have a balanced price range. I don't expect price to go deep above this. And that's what happened there. Rejected that. Then what next? Price had to fall here. So when price was mark timing up here, you saw me, I was never interested to, like it's going above, now coming, this is another block. No, I was looking at this chart from the monthly perspective, and that was very important for me. So in the weekly chart, we have this. Now remember, this has not printed here yet. Then now we go to the daily chart. Very nice. So we see the rejection from there. Then price broke below this low here. Then left. What is this? We had an immediate balance here. Price opened there, came back and almost the same level there, and then dropped drastically. So this is a gap here. Price comes back. All these consecutive up close candles, that's another block, and then rejects again. Now let me zoom in on this area, because now this is the current price we had last week. And remember, you saw me do this. I really wanted to see price lower. I tweeted. The problem is some of you don't let the market do what it's meant to do. So when it went above there, this was on Monday, filled that, broke below. The reason why I was even more interested with lower prices, look closely here. What is this? This is an up close candle, a down close candle below the open. Now this is what? Another block. Minus OB. I know some of you like, okay, now why did I not see this earlier? But now you see, and you will see more of this analysis as we move along. Look at that. So the next candle then, if this is an order block, what is this? A propulsion block. Rejected that. Look at what happened downside. So this is on Monday, a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. Monday makes the end of the week look lower. So Monday went into the PDRA. Tuesday forms the engulfs Monday's candle. That is an order block. And you can see the precision of this propulsion. We just went in and rejected, and then the next day on Thursday, Friday, that was super amazing. Like we could not let that go without us being in that move. So now you remember what happened here. This is amazing, guys. You can't fake these things. It's either you know them or you don't. Like there's no way. Making easy money is extremely hard, right? So remember, this is our daily order block. Price closed above there, came back strongly below this. What is this? Market structure shift. Then price comes back, retest that order block, New York time, and then we saw this rally lower. So that is why I really wanted to see. Remember, I drew this one, this to be taken, but my eyes were on those lows of the range low. Guys, that's amazing. You see, higher time frame has to align with the lower time frame for you to take a trade. Otherwise, if you go to 1 minute, you will see setups which fail a number of times, and maybe most of you can confirm that. Why? Because you tend to forget the higher time frame. So when I'm sharing a chart on 4-hour time frame, you should now know my secret is that I've looked at the monthly chart, I've looked at the weekly chart, and I've looked at the daily chart. So when I'm now tweeting a 4-hour chart, you should go higher, zoom out, and check out whether they are aligning with that higher time frame. So price does what? Clearly respects this ICT PDRA, and it is like that. Anybody who you see trying to give you anything else is just because they want to lure you into some mentorship or something. You don't need anyone to babysit you to learn this. You just show up and follow rules. If you remember the story of the jade master, this is the jade. This is the jade that was given long time ago, but because of greed and other maybe factors, you don't take much time to master the craft. You want quick money, which actually doesn't come so easily like that. So that was the analysis why I was super bearish on DXY. So my objective now is lower again. Remember, we had some lower lows very far, but I want to see price drop a bit. I'm not interested for higher prices, but remember, we can have retracements and then proceeding with the move. So don't feel like I missed this. No, you better miss one move, being patient. And you can imagine how I was waiting for that monthly high, range high, to be manipulated and then trade the expansion. All the time seek liquidity, then trade the expansion. So this is DXY. I want to take you through Eurusd, same case scenario, and you'll be amazed about how things unfolded. Yeah, so this chart has been like this for quite some time. I can remove these ones here now so that we can go through each section in a manner that some of you can get what is happening now. Look at this one. So we had a major liquidity sweep here. 2017 low is taken there. Look at that. And then price closed above. So when I'm drawing this, your eye should be up here. So we have a range high there. So when price closed below this one, so this last down close candle, this one that took out liquidity is this candle that is an order block. So price came there, came back, retested again. Then now we dissect this the same way we dissected the DXY. So again, look at this one. You take your fib from this level to this high there. What is this? So we have the low, the high, and then look at this, guys. This is amazing. Below 0.5, and we also had what? Our optimal trade entry there. What is this? 1 month chart. So when you're seeing me not interested for lower price in EU, it's because of that. Price has consolidated here. What is this? Consolidation or accumulation, manipulation, and then my eyes are on higher prices to this level. So even now I'm bullish on this unless anything happens. Of course, we trade what the market offers, not what we think must happen. See that? Yeah. So again, if I remove this one, want to dissect this even more. Look at this one. So what again do you see? The same thing that I told you. Look at this. So we have this high and this low. Very nice. So what is this? The range high. Can name that RH. and then we hit the range low. Like, guys, this is something that it's there always. It has always been there in your eyes, but the way people made this thing look, it's like you need some crazy mind to know. You only need to show up to the charts and follow the simple rules. So we had that accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. A very classic power of 3 on a monthly chart. So we have our optimal trade entry, OTE. We had price manipulating this range low to what? A fair value gap. You can see that here. I want to make this chart dirty. See that? So price dropped into this after taking out this range low, and then now I was super bullish. Some of you are like, why is this guy so much obsessed about higher prices, and yet the market seems to give us sell scenarios? No. So my target are those highs, and we will see how the market will behave on a weekly chart. Look at that. Look at that. This is super good. Check out that. Like, it is amazing, guys. Look at what is here. This is gold. If you can take your time and work with it, this is something that can change a lot in your trading career. So accumulation there, we had the manipulation here, so you've seen from higher time frame, and then now what? Expansion higher. Also want you to look at this closely. So after price is filling this, look at that. After price is filling this BC, this is on 24th of March, makes the deeper retracement into this one. Why did it again not come down? Like, it should have filled it completely here. Want you to look close again. The same thing that happened in this an bearish FVG overlapping with a bullish FVG. So what is this? One down, one up. Price comes back, never comes to this one here, right? And then it pumps high. So whatever you are seeing, even this 1 2 3 1 2 2 accumulating candles, one manipulation, then distribution, something people call CRT, but it's just simple power of 3, nothing much into it. Anyway, they have to marinate it so that they can sell some stuff, but it's something that is so direct from there. Now I want you to consider that as we move lower time frame again, but remember, from here I want to see some retracement, and then targeting these highs is this is where my concern is as far as Eurusd is concerned. So we go to daily, right? It's getting interesting now. So you see, you wonder why was price reversing from this zone here, and now you can see that we have a higher time frame key level in the name of what? Balanced price range. So that's why it did not get deeper into that bullish FVG. So we have price consolidating, coming back into a key level, and then going higher from there. So you see this candle here. You've seen me loving this set of order block. See that? Yeah, and then price comes back, respect that, goes higher, comes back again. We have a series of down close candle. That's an order block there, comes back again, and then projects higher to take out that range high. We drop lower to 4 hour. This is where now things even get very much interesting. Now in 4 hour, I want you to check this. Remember this is not some hindsight stuff. So if you are in my X space, we took these trades all the way, and you can even remember how this trade actually got into us. Like it was so much disturbing, up and down, up and down. But again, you never saw me worry too much about this. I was only interested on higher prices. So we have lower price taken there. This candle that takes out, you scroll down on my X page, you will see that is what, man, it's a bullish order block plus OB. Now you see why I was super obsessed about higher prices. So you've seen from monthly, daily, 4-hour. That's why when I'm you see now when I'm texting you this chart, now you should be knowing that if I text a certain chart, you should zoom out to higher time frame and see what is the logic. Why is this chart? Why is he anticipating for this chart to behave in such and such a manner? You see that now from here everything was higher prices, and you remember us picking this, and it was extremely massive. And as price will always do what? Come back lower before again going to take other to our key levels. So if you look at low, high, lower, low, the last up close candle here, that is our breaker. You see that? So price came back, played around there, and at last it did what? Projected higher to our target zones. Man, like if you follow keenly, you can rewatch this video again, slowly taking notes and seeing why ICT concepts are not something to imagine. It's something out of this world. Like it's something that have logic behind it. You don't just press buy, sell, and without purpose. But if you've been following me keenly, I'm so passionate about what I do, and I'm sure of what I'm doing. I'm not selling you anything. So the only thing you can do is just to go back to this video again and do your thing. Do your thing. You can look at this. This is amazing, and I'm sure you are now like, okay, now this is the reason why this PPR is not here. So you're only seeing this FVG, but now this FVG is an added advantage because it is an FVG that is doing what? Overlapping with a balanced price range. That makes this balanced price range even a higher probability, or this fair value a higher probability because it's overlapping with a balanced price range. Man, look at that. It is. So I'm anticipating higher prices from here all the way up to this zone here. So as the week opens, we don't need to worry about how the week opens. You only wait. When week opens, you will see when the market gives you favor. For example, this is a 4-hour. If I want to get higher prices from here, I want to see a body close above this. What is that? Those are down close candles in a bullish market. Once price closes above them, that is a potential order block. So push above there and then going higher. But again, it can even move lower to these levels here and then go higher. So we will only trade what the market gives us, not what we want the market to give us. You need to remember that all the time. So you know why I was super charged on these zones. So I was stopped once, but again I got in. I think on this after the price closed above here now, respecting. Look at the position here. Let me zoom in here a bit. Look at what is here. The bodies are not. Price is not even interested to go lower. It's just the bodies are above this order block, and that should tell you something about our price. That is Eurusd. Then we can now look into Gbpusd again. Same case scenario. Hope you guys are following through, and I believe you're learning something. Very interesting price action here. This is a monthly chart. What is that? Right. Then when I draw this one, it has been taken here, then your eye should be above there. Like it's just like that. So range. This is the range low. Then we have the range high. You see, you've realized that I don't strain. I'm one guy who is okay with what I do without too much pressure. And I love what I do. So on a monthly chart, you can check this clearly. So price takes out this and then expands higher. What are we left with here? The value gap. Price comes back, fills that, and then goes higher. Look at this. But remember now, this needs to be violated. Why? Because we've already taken liquidity. Our objective now should be on the other side of the range. Is put top left. You see that? So I told you, if we are bullish, we expect bearish PDRAs to fail. And when they fail, for example, if it's an FEG, it turns to be an IFEG. See that? Yeah. So price came down very heavy and then went high again. Now it has closed above this monthly. We have 18 days for this candle to close. So I'm anticipating from here to see what higher prices. And again, if you look closer, I'm also anticipating for, look at that. I'm also anticipating for, so this is a sell side sweep. What is this? All these up close candles is what? A breaker. So if price closes above here, man, I'm buying so heavy all the way up to this relative equal highs on the form of range high. So you see we have a key level. If price goes above it, body close, then we have these 3 consecutive candles prior to this sell side liquidity being taken as a sell. Bottom left, see that? So this is a potential breaker. We have an inversion here. So let's see what price is likely to do. Look at that. Guys, when you hear it say that the jet was given a long time ago, only that human beings are just born naturally lazy. Somebody wants something quick, but it doesn't happen like that. So this is the weekly chart. So look at what last week did. After all this expansion, last week did what? Opened lower and then pumped higher. The good thing is it closed above this zone here. So if I can see clearly, we have this fair value gap. Look at the rejection from there. So what I want to see this week is a continuation. At least for this week, we can take out this. I am not interested with this PDRA for now because we have taken the range low. Now this is our range high there. So that is my concern for this upcoming week and even more weeks if we find reasons to, or even if price favors us to continue trading higher. This is amazing. So when price is behaving like that, you also have to position yourself. You don't need to rush. You've seen me tell you that the only thing you can do is just be patient and let Monday or Tuesday give you a way out. I'm sure by Wednesday or Thursday you have an easy bread and butter move which can help you get a few pips. So this is daily. Look at that. So you see this fair value gap here is no longer looking like a fair value gap. Yeah, it's not completely. It is not. It is something else. But now you see that from higher time frame you have that price is going higher. The moment it closes above this or these down close candles, this will be a strong order block for price to go up there. And if once we get there, then we can think of the other level up there. But for now, the easiest place we can target is this relative equal highs on the middle range low and range high. So we have sell side there taken. Objective is a buy side. And then you remember when I tweeted this trade, we were somewhere down here. And you saw what actually happened. Price really played, but at the end of the day, this is the range we had. We taken out sell side there. We had a breaker here. Price actually took me out once, and then I got this move from here the same way for, because you see now we have a low, a high, a low, a low, price above there, order block, breaker, and then there we are. New York session, it so how it pumped high. So all this movement lower is not for lower prices, just a retracement to take out all these guys who are buying from these zones, and then we can anticipate higher prices. So as the week opens, we'll see what the week will offer, but my eyes are on this buy side liquidity. So guys, up to that level now, I think I've shed some light on why I was super charged on higher prices when a few months that have passed, why I was highly interested to take EU and GU on the bullish side of the market. Hopefully you've learned something and you've seen how I'm breaking down the markets from higher time frame. So anytime I'm sending you a chart, be a trader, zoom out. See, if I'm sending you a 4-hour chart, look at a daily, weekly chart. If I'm sending you a 1-hour chart, look at 4-hour and daily chart, and see whether there is something that you can relate. So from there, then you can make your own judgment, because I'm not selling you signals, or I'm just giving you a trade idea on what seems to be logical from my own analysis. Hopefully this is something that will keep you going as we see how the market will unfold in the forthcoming weeks. Just show up. I know how it feels sometimes when you are struggling to make things work, but by the end of the day, you are the driver. You are in the driver's seat of your life. No one can force you to do things that you're not feeling like, but life waits for no one. So take the chance when it's there and try to improve your life in a manner and live a life that you've always wished to have. So up to this point, guys, I pray that you all will get your magic serum someday and improve your lives and the lives of those who actually depends on you. Until next time, guys, I wish you well. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Remember to like and share. It is a way of telling me that what I'm sharing is valuable, and you are not also selfish. You want somebody somewhere you know who wants the knowledge to also learn from what is being shared here for free. So until next time, may God be with you. Goodbye.